I survived 100 days in a 1x1 border. Each day, the border expands, which can unlock new opportunities or unveil deadly consequences. Okay, we've made it, and it looks like I'm trapped in this 1x1 border. Okay, this is gonna be weird, but at least we have our friend Leroy here with us. First things first, let's take a look around. It looks like there may be some sort of village over there. We've got a bunch of beautiful flowers over there that we can use for decoration, but let's go ahead and gather a bunch of this wood. Okay, and it looks like we've even got a wandering trader here as well. I wonder if he's got any good trades. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to trade with him quite yet because I'm quite literally trapped in this border. Yeah, it must be nice out there, guys. I'm literally stuck here. And it looks like I can't mine outside of the border either, so I can't even get this wood here. But at least on the good side, we do have one sapling that I should be able to plant. And it doesn't really look like I can plant the sapling right now either because I literally wouldn't have any place to go. So let's go ahead and get our crafting table made and let's get some basic tools. And I know what they say, you probably shouldn't dig down, but I mean, what other option do I have, guys, okay? So if there's a full lava pit under here, well, then this video was not meant to be. And by the looks of it, I am not going to be able to mine outside the border either, so I guess I'm just going to mine straight down. For the love of God, please don't be anything bad down here. Now that we've got a decent amount of stone, let's go ahead and play it safe. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a stone sword in case we run into any mobs, as well as making some stone tools. And it looks like we found our first ore of this entire video. We've got lapis, which will come in handy when we need to do some enchantments, but I literally can't grab anything else. Let's keep moving it down. All right, and it looks like we have found a little cave in here, which gives me hope. Now, the only scary thing is there could be a lot of mobs in there, but I guess what we should do is camp here until day 2 and let the border expand a little bit so we could actually do something. Okay, and it looks like the border has finally expanded a little bit, so now we could actually check out what is in this cave, or I guess we probably can't. I just gotta make sure I don't drown here. But first things first on my agenda is to try and find some iron. So let's go ahead and dig around in the area that we have, and hopefully we're gonna find some. And now I'm just gonna dig down and pray to find some different ores. Okay, that is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I needed here. Now, will I be able to mine it all? I think... Oh my gosh, I'm actually going to be able to mine it all. That's pretty lucky to have an 8 vein of iron inside this small parameter, but I will take it. So what I'm going to do is craft myself a furnace, and we'll go ahead and smelt up our wood to get some iron. Now, let's make ourselves a bucket. That way we can get some water. And for the sake of it, I should probably build back up and plant this sapling, as I'm going to need to get a lot more saplings, as well as I need food. As it currently stands, I have no seeds, so my only hope at food is getting apples. But on the plus side, I can go ahead and mine these lapis. And there we go. Okay, we made it back up, and we have a little bit more room to work with. I guess we'll just go ahead and plant our tree right here. And unfortunately, we have no seeds around us quite yet, so we're not really going to be able to grab those. But eventually, if we make it that far, we're going to have to make some sort of wheat farm. But in the meantime, I'd like to make a staircase that goes all the way down. That way, I don't have to constantly build up every time I want to go down into the mine. All right, we should almost be back here. And, oh my gosh, okay, that is not good. And I do not have a shield at all. Let's quickly go ahead and take these things down. Please do not shoot me. There we go. That is one thing I need to make immediately is hopefully I can find some coal, and I should be able to make some torches, because every time I leave this area, there's gonna be a lot more mob spawning unless I light this up. So let's go ahead and grab the rest of our iron here, and let's go ahead and make ourselves an iron pickaxe. Now let's go ahead and grab the rest of our wood from this furnace and head back up to the top. Guys, I'm making it back up to the top, but I'm hearing a lot of noises. Oh, yep, just as I suspected. It looks like the border has expanded and oh God. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. We've got to be very careful here. Let's take it slow before we die. That would be really bad dying this early in the video. And okay, is there anything else? I think we got the... Okay, nope, we definitely have not got them all. Come on, skeleton. Oh gosh, wait, how many are there? How many are there? This is really, really bad. Okay, this just looks like one more skeleton here. And we've got a skeleton horse here. Okay, we'll keep him because it doesn't look like he's going to cause any problems. But, oh, wow, our tree actually didn't grow. It's just this part of the tree we couldn't mine before. Okay, so let's go ahead and harvest the rest of this tree. And guys, what should we name this skeleton horse? I think we're just gonna name him Hungry because he looks like he could probably eat some food. He's got literally no skin. That's very, very weird, but I mean, yo, you do what you like to do, bro. But before we continue the video, I'm super excited to introduce Pixel Gun 3D, the ultimate fast-paced, free-to-play multiplayer shooter. Immerse yourself in the colorful cubic graphics, adding a unique charm to every firefight. With over 1,500 unique guns, the possibilities are truly endless. Monthly events and a constant stream of new game modes keep the game feeling fresh. Upgrade and customize your loadouts with unique effects and legendary weapons to take down your enemies in style. Choose from dozens of action-packed game modes like Battle Royale and Zombies. This has got to be my favorite part of the game. Explore amazing and creative single-player worlds while you progress through the storyline and unlock more weapons. Express yourself with a ton of awesome cosmetic items and dive into the character skin editor to create your own unique look. And that's not all. Right now, Pixel Gun 3D is hosting a massive Christmas event. Don't miss out on the festivities and limited time special rewards. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click the link in the description below and hop in for non-stop action, customization, and epic battles. See you in the battlefield. Okay. Oh my gosh. No. I just got shot off. Oh, no. Half a heart. Oh my god. Let's go ahead and block that off. Let's go ahead and block this off. And I only have rotten flesh to heal myself. That could have been really, really bad. Leroy, it's just you and I, buddy. We cannot die here. And it looks like Leroy is ready to attack back with the fire, but unfortunately, it doesn't do any damage. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna stay here for the rest of the night because it is a little bit too dangerous out there for me currently. Okay, well, it's been a little while. Is it daytime yet? Please tell me. It looks... Okay, we should be good. Okay, there's no skeleton around here anymore. We've got to be very careful because I literally nearly died. I had half a heart. Let's go ahead and plant this other tree here. It looks like there's still some wood in this tree that I'm not able to... Oh, wow. I can actually go out a block, but it doesn't look like I can build anything out here. Okay. Let's go ahead and harvest all the leaves, though, and maybe we'll get some apples. Come on, bro. I just want one apple. Give me some sort of food that isn't rotten flesh. Okay, we got another sapling. Okay, guys, what is my luck? I literally mined, like, this entire tree. I didn't get a single apple, but the important thing is I did get some more sapling. We've just got to play it fairly safe as it is. Let's go ahead and craft ourselves up a shield because I do not want to die. All right, this shield is going to protect me and Leroy, hopefully. And it looks like I did get a bone. I wonder if I'm going to be able to bone meal this tree. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Come on, bruh. You have got to be kidding me, bro. I just used all my bone meal and didn't even get that. Okay. Well, I guess what I should do is maybe we'll take out this horse. All right, Hungry. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm going to take you out of your misery. Maybe you'll give me some food or something because I quite literally have nothing. Okay. Wow, you actually had nothing. I am so sorry. All right, well, back to the mines we go, and let's just go ahead and start mining a bunch of supplies because we are going to need to build a base at some point, and we're going to need a lot of material. All right, so what I'm gonna do real quick is just AFK here for the day because I do not want to use any of my hunger. I quite literally have no food, as you guys know, so I want to do as little movement as possible until I have a sustainable food source. Okay, it's been a while. Hopefully it's a new day, and okay, it looks like the border has expanded now, which is good, and... Oh my gosh, it looks like this tree actually just gave us some apples, thankfully, and oh my gosh, wait, there's even one more. Finally, we got ourselves some food, and it looks like these seeds here are just out of reach. But once we get them, we should be able to make a fully sustainable food source, which will likely happen in the next few days. But in the meantime, I think we have some problems to deal with down here because I was hearing a lot of noises, and I'm sure you can picture what they are. Yep, here he comes up. I'd imagine... Oh, gosh. Wait, how many of them are there going to be? I have not been down there in a little while, so I'd imagine... Okay, wait. They're actually doing a lot of damage to me. And I quite literally have no more... Oh, no. No. Okay, this is not good. This is really, really bad, actually. Okay, well, the good thing is I still have a... Okay, wait, I only have 4 hearts now. I was gonna say I still have a decent amount of hearts, but okay. And what I'm gonna do in the meantime is go ahead and just make some charcoal, as I do not have any coal to my name, so we need to get some torches. We'll go ahead and place these around, and we gotta make sure to place it all around this cave because I do not want to have any more creepers exploding on me. Okay, and what the heck? How did this skeleton just spawn here? I literally have torches. Okay, let's go ahead and block his attack. And okay, let's try and take him down before he... Oh gosh, he hit me. That's really bad. Okay, well, I guess torches do nothing in the rain. You learn something new every day. So what I'm gonna do in the meantime, let's gather what we have left. Let's bring our supplies downstairs, and we'll go ahead and block this up for now because I am not trying to die. All right, so I think it is a new day now, which means the border did expand, thankfully, and it expanded quite a bit. Ooh, wait. If we're able to get some seeds, come on. Oh my gosh, man. All I want is a full sustainable food source. Hopefully. Oh yeah, there's a bunch more seeds coming up over here. So hopefully in a couple more days, we should be able to start getting seeds. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is try to get full iron armor, which means it's time to dig around. I then continued mining and ended up finding a bunch more iron and some gold. Okay, this looks like a pretty nice area. Okay, let's watch out for that guy though. He definitely does not look friendly. Let's maybe just jump down and try to take him out. Okay, there we go. Come on, there we go. Okay, so Mr. Trident guy is down. Unfortunately, he didn't drop a trident for me. But as you can see, I just got some glow ink sacks. Was there like glow squids here or something and they died? I honestly don't know, but oh my gosh. I just found diamonds, guys. That is the first set of diamonds I have seen. Hopefully in the next little while, we'll be able to mine that. But in the meantime, we hit a little bit of a jackpot here. Let's go ahead and gather all these ores. All right, so that was a very successful mining trip. Let's go ahead and smelt up the iron that we got. All right, now let's go ahead and gather all our iron and create all of our iron armor. All right, there we go. Now we are full iron and we've got even our iron tools. And on that note, I think I'm gonna go back up. And by the looks of it, it looks like the world border did expand a little bit more. So hopefully we are able to get some seeds. There we go. This is exactly what we needed. So now let's quickly make a hoe. Now let's just plant our first seed right there, and there we go. Now we're gonna have a fully sustainable food source, which is a very good thing. We also have a bunch more trees to harvest over here and potentially able to get some more seeds. But what I wanna do now is harvest all of these trees and begin working on my base. And while I'm harvesting these trees, if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure you subscribe to be a part of the team. So I guess the first step to building my base, well, I'm gonna need a lot of supplies, which also means I'm gonna need a tree farm. So let me make a couple more stone shovels, and let's go ahead and flatten out an area. All right, and now that we've got a flattened out area, now I'm gonna go ahead and make some slots for my tree farms. And we'll go ahead and place all the saplings. And let's also go ahead and grab all these bones. And the first thing I want to do is bone meal my food. That way I can expand my wheat farm. And there we go. We finally have a little bit of a wheat farm going on here. Now let's go ahead and also create some bread. And my goodness, does that taste a lot better than rotten flesh. And since I'm on the water, my goal is to build some sort of fishing dock here and then have my house kind of back here. Of course, this stuff is all going to be temporary and likely move to a different location, but it'll have to do for now. So the first thing I did was went ahead and started creating my little fishing dock. After that, I expanded my tree farm. That way I could harvest a ton of wood. Once I had a ton of wood, I then started working on creating my base. Although I didn't have too much supplies, I was able to get a decent amount done. Well, it looks like the border has expanded quite a bit more since I've been building, but as you can see, I've created these pillars along the outside of my base. These are gonna look really cool once they're finished, but of course, we've got a lot more building to do. The thing I wanted to check on is we must be getting closer. Yeah, look at that. We are getting a lot closer to the village, and it looks like there is some sheep over there as well. So hopefully we're able to get the sheep, maybe even find some pigs or cows. That way I can create some sort of barn, and we would have another unlimited food source. And speaking of food source, hello, my friend. I guess I'm gonna have to eat your rotten flesh again, aren't I? Actually, you know what? We have 10 apples from harvesting all those trees. All right, and now that we're in the mine, the border did expand, and yep, there we go. Oh my gosh, there is a lot of creepers. Okay, wait, it's actually just one? I was looking through that reflection and saw a lot. Okay, we've got a couple creepers down here to deal with, but we also have some diamonds, so let's go ahead and take out this creeper first. There we go. That was pretty easy. I actually feel bad for this little guy. They're literally trapped in the corner there. All right, now let's quickly just add a little bit of light around here and also take out this little guy. And now let's go ahead and grab our first diamonds. Is it just gonna be a 2-vein though? Bruh, you've got to be kidding me. You know what? I'll take it anyways. Thank you very much. Is there any more diamonds around here? That's the question. It doesn't look like it. And I'm still hearing a lot of mobs over this way. So let's go ahead and check this out. There likely is another addition to the cave potentially. And just as I suspected, another addition to the cave. Oh my gosh, wait, is there a spawner there? Okay, it looks like there's some sort of spawner there, but there looks to be a lot of mobs in there. Let's quickly go ahead and eat our bread. And we're gonna plop down here. And oh gosh, wait, I did not know that there was, oh my gosh, wow, there's actually way too many. There was actually oh gosh, I don't know where to go. Okay, wait, they're all starting to fight each other, which is good. We kind of want them all to fight each other because that is a ridiculous amount of zombies and skellies to deal with. Let's go ahead and take these guys down. And let's try and block some of these shots as well if I can. Okay, yeah, there's definitely a skelly spawner. Let's go ahead and throw a light on that and hopefully take down these. It actually really helps that they're fighting each other too, because I probably would have died. Okay, we've just got a few more to deal with. We'll let them start fighting each other. And let's go ahead and try to take out these remaining zombies. Let's throw one more light here just to ensure that no more skeletons spawn. Looks like there's just a few more mobs I'm gonna have to deal with. All right, that slime's down, and now looks like there's just a few more mobs I need to deal with over there. Oh god. Okay, thankfully I have a shield. I likely would have died there if I didn't have a shield, because creeper explosions actually do a lot of damage. All right, now let's just light up this area. All right, and by the looks of it as well, there's a chest, and okay, golden apple, a weakness potion. That will come in handy later with villagers. We got a music disc, we got some string, and what is this book? Okay, a fire aspect too. We will definitely need that later on. We could likely enchant our diamond sword with that. But in the meantime, we have a skeleton spawner now, so I should probably set up some sort of grinder for this. That way we have an unlimited amount of experience. Now, it has been a while since I've built one of these, so I definitely messed up 1 or 2 times. But in the end, I was finally able to figure it out. Once I finished building the spawner room, I dug down 8 blocks and decided to build a storage room underneath. This would give me a nice area to work with, and I'd have plenty of storage to store any supplies. And real quick, I just wanted to say, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for supporting me. Okay, that took a little bit longer than expected. It's been a little while since I built one of those, but as you guys can see, I made a little walkway leading down here, and we have a successful skeleton spawner room. Now we'll be able to farm these things fairly easily, and we'll get unlimited amounts of bones, arrows, and of course experience. I also added a little bit of a chest room in here where we could store a lot of supplies. But now that this is completed, I wanted to do a little bit of work on the upstairs base, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, and as you guys can see, it looks like the border has expanded quite a bit since we were down there working on the skeleton farm. And wow, we are actually getting a lot closer to this village. It looks like there's a big castle on top of a mountain, which is pretty cool. And oh, hey, little sheepy, come on. Yeah, he's literally not falling for it. Well, hopefully we'll get a bunch of animals soon. But now we have so much more room to work with, and oh my goodness, we even have some bees. That is what I'm talking about. We're building some sort of civilization over here. And this is a sight for sore eyes, I must say. Just a few days ago, we were really struggling with food, and now we have this unlimited food source, so we never really have to starve anymore. Now let's go ahead and replant all of our food. And okay, that's not bad. 55 wheat from one little harvest. I will take that. Of course, I'm going to build official farm areas and stuff, but this is what's going to have to do for now, as well as an official tree farm area, because I can't have a bunch of trees growing inside of my base, but this will have to do for now. Well, I guess the first step to expanding the base is, well, we've got to clear out this entire area, so we got a little bit of work ahead of us. So the first thing on my agenda was to clear out all of the flowers, all of the seeds, and just clean out the entire area, which included taking down all of the trees. Once all that was completed, I started taking down some of these dirt mountains and put torches around the entire area so no mobs would spawn on me again. Alright, and now that all this area is cleared out, I'm actually going to take down this build because I think it looks bad, and I want to completely redesign the way my base is going to look. Let's begin. After taking down my previous build, I then began on building my new base. I don't know why, but I was struggling so hard to make a fully dimensional build. My math skills suck. Okay, so as you saw in the last clip, there was a lot of work that was done. This took a lot longer than expected, but it turned out to look pretty nice, the outline. And now that I have the outline of my base, next up on the agenda, and wait a second, it looks like we also have some wandering villagers here. Let's go see. Wow, it doesn't really look like you could trade a whole lot, but it might come in handy at some point, so we'll keep them around. The next thing I wanted to do was to create some more staircases leading down here, create a designated farm area, and a potential barn for future animals. As you can see, the first thing I did was expand my giant staircase. It now has 3 different ways that you can go down. And for the more tedious part, since the border expanded, I had a ton of dirt removal. Okay, slowly but surely, everything is coming together. This is where my barn is going to be, where I'm going to store a bunch of different animals, and then I'd likely have my farm somewhere in this area. But there's one thing I needed to show you guys. As you can see, the border expanded, but while expanded, it also trapped a couple of you guys. Might I add, they don't look too happy. But we're going to need you guys, obviously, for the barn, and we're probably going to breed a ton of them. But as you can see, we're so much closer to the village now, so we're probably going to be over there in the next few days. But we've been up here for a while and been doing a lot of work clearing out the terrain. What I want to do now is go mining, because I still only have 2 diamonds to my name, and I definitely need to upgrade some of my armor. And right before our mining trip, let's quickly gather all of our wheat. And now that I've replanted everything, let's make some bread. And now that I have a bunch of bread, let's head down to the mines. As you can see, I created a nice little walkway area that leads into the mine. This part is still pretty basic, and I'll definitely have to upgrade this later on. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. I came back down to where I built the spawner, and by the looks of it, since the border expanded, oh my god, let's just let them explode. Let them explode. Since the border expanded, I'm gonna be able to get these diamonds, and hopefully there's more than one. Oh, okay, bro. Really? There's only one? And oh my gosh, there's a lot of mobs. Let's continue mining. Okay, by the looks of it, I think we may have found some sort of spider spawner or a cave spider spawner, so that is very dangerous. But what we can do in the meantime, let's go ahead and collect a bunch of string from here. We definitely will be able to make a bow from this. But I also want to go ahead and throw some torches on top of this so it stops spawning spiders. And by the looks of it, it is a cave spider spawner, probably the most dangerous spawner that there is in the overworld. But let's go ahead and collect all this string now. Oh my god, that guy just jump scared me, I'm not gonna lie. After a few days of a successful mining trip, I decided to end it, taking advantage of my skeleton farm. I gathered a bunch more experience and bones. Okay, well that was a fairly successful mining trip. I also spent some time here getting a bunch of experience, but now let's head back up to the main frame. And I guess the first thing I should do is gather the rest of these diamonds, and at last finally create my diamond pickaxe. I then continued working on building my base. I started with the underneath and built a small room, which I could potentially use for brewing potions later on. It's likely that I'll also switch the wood to a different material at some point when I have some more supplies. This room has some sort of brewing room. I might even keep all the animal supplies in here, like different sets of food and stuff like that. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I also added a bunch of fence gates and trapdoors leading into the mine in case any mobs spawn down there. I don't want them running up into my base. Now, there's still quite a lot of stuff I need to do in this video, and there's a lot of upgrades to the base I need to do. We also still have to make a bunch of different farms. We have the entire barn that we still need to create. We have the whole fishing dock that we need to expand. And we still have absolutely no diamond armor. Even after a successful mining trip, diamonds were still very scarce. So what I'm gonna do is begin strip mining, and hopefully over the next few days, I should be able to get enough diamonds to hopefully make some diamond armor and hopefully some tools as well. Okay, finally my first vein. Oh my gosh. I swear every set of diamonds that I've gotten before was literally a one vein of diamonds, and now we finally found a good one. All right, guys, well, that was a pretty successful mining trip. I actually got 17 diamonds this time, which means we're actually gonna be able to make our chest plate, our leggings, and we can go ahead and get ourselves our first diamond sword. And look at all the skeletons that are here. We're gonna get a ton of experience. Honestly, something I might build later on in this video as well is a dark room, because that's another way to get tons of experience, which means I should be able to get a ton of really good enchants. Anyways, as you can see, we're now half diamond. And now that I have my diamond pickaxe, I can also go ahead and mine all this obsidian that I found in here as well. Because yes, we are going to be taking a trip to the nether very soon. All right, I'm not going to lie, that was a little bit painful mining all of that, but we'll never have to do that again. All right, guys, so I just came back up from the top, but look what I just found. I think we may have trapped a bunch of these pillagers, which means we're definitely going to get raided here shortly. But without further ado, let's go ahead and just take these guys down, block their attacks. This should be pretty easy. It only looks like there's 2 of them here. Where's the rest of their crew? That's what I'm wondering. Okay, I think I may have found the rest of them over here. And oh gosh, dodge that instant damage. I think that was an instant damage or a poison, but we finally got that. Come on, can I get across this water? All right, and hopefully they just start shooting each other now. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so I think that's all of them. And after defeating the last little bit of pillagers, I then decided to start creating my farms. As you can see, I made a pretty big area for the wheat farm, and once the wheat farm was completed, I then started making an addition to my base. This addition to my base is going to be a nice big chest room that I can store all my loot in. All right, so that came along pretty well. We made another platform over here, and this is going to lead to another platform. So we're going to have multiple platforms of this base, a bunch of different layers of this base, and we're kind of only just getting started on it. So make sure you watch to the end to see what we end up building. But the only thing that we're missing right now is let's quickly go ahead and throw up some fence gates here. There we go. And if you take a look at my armor, I don't even have full diamond yet. So let's go ahead and solve that issue. All right, I made it back to this giant cave that we were in before, and it looks like that zombie's trying to kill me. But I think if we did some strip mining around this area, we'll more than definitely find some diamonds. So without further ado, let's begin. All right, there we go. Is this just a 2 vein? Please be a little bit more. Come on. And it looks like we're unlucky. But you know what? It's not too bad. I'll take an extra 2 diamonds. All right, and as you guys can see, we finally have enough diamonds to finish up our set. And there we go. Now we're full diamond armor. We have a bunch of extra in case we need to make more armor or get some more diamond tools. But now I think I want to continue working on my base and create an established chest room. And because we're running out of wood, let's go ahead and plant a bunch of our saplings here. After planting all of my saplings and bone mealing them to create the full tree, I then spent the night harvesting all of the trees and gathering as much wood as I could. Once I had enough wood and materials, I continued working on creating my chest room. Okay, guys. So as you can see, we've made quite a lot of progress, and let me know what you guys think. I think I like the aesthetic of the chest actually showing. It gives some more color to the build. But yeah, I think the chest room came along pretty nice. It's pretty basic right now, but later on in this video, I plan on making everything look a little bit better. But for now, that's the basic build. And since we just got a bunch of obsidian not too long ago, I think it's probably in our best interest to go hit the nether. But before we hit the nether, let's go ahead and move this. There we go. Okay, now we just gotta find a good place to build the nether portal. And this'll do. I know it's not your typical nether portal, but I made it a little bit bigger for aesthetic reasons. But without further ado, let's go ahead and go into the nether. Okay, and wait. Is there no world border in the nether? Okay, we may have just gotten a little bit lucky here, but it looks like the world border is only in the overworld, which actually means we're going to be able to find a bastion and a nether fortress, which is good. Okay, guys, I've been traveling for a little bit. It looks like we found a bastion here, which is not too far away from my base. We're not going to die from this fall, but it will hurt a little bit. All right, so we finally found a bastion. Let's go check it out. And okay, you know what? We're just not going to talk about that one. We are not going to talk about it. And before we head into the bastion, let's go ahead and regenerate our hearts a little bit here and watch out for this little guy. I wish I had brought some gold with me. That probably would have been a smart idea, but it is what it is. Let's go see what we can get ourselves into here, because I know bastions have tons of loot in them, so I might as well take advantage of this. And they also have a bunch of blackstone, which is actually a really good building block. So I'll probably harvest a lot of this, but for now, let's go see what kind of mischief we can get ourselves into. Okay, yep, we got our first attacker here. It doesn't look like he's going to be too big of an issue. Every time I go to bastions, there's so many piglins that jump on my head from above. It's kind of terrifying. But we're going to go ahead and just jump down, and because I know all the loot is over here, we just got to watch out for, oh yeah, here they come. Okay, so I think I've killed mostly everything, but let's make sure we just go ahead and destroy these magma cube spawners, and let's grab all these gold blocks, and we'll go ahead and take everything from this chest. Now let's just jump over here and loot up the rest of the place. And with the bastion completed, I just need to go find a nether fortress now as well. That way I can get a bunch of blaze rods, as well as a bunch of nether warts to brew potions. Okay, guys, this is kind of crazy. I was doing some looking around for a nether fortress from this bastion that we just looted. And look at this. There's literally a nether fortress right there. That is pretty lucky. I'm not going to lie. And real quick, I see some more gold up there as well. So let's grab that real quick. Hello, my friends. I come in peace. I'm just here to steal your gold. No. Oh. Okay, yep, we're not going to talk about that one, guys. After stealing some more gold, I went ahead and started bridging from the bastion all the way over to the nether fortress. Okay, guys, as you can see, I was building over, but we also have a couple of friends waiting for us. Hopefully, we can just quickly build over here without them shooting me down. Okay, we should be good. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and take out these wither skeletons because I want to get as many wither skulls as we can. That way we can hopefully fight the wither at some point in this video. Let's just go ahead and knock these guys down. Block your shot. Goodbye, my friend. So I'd imagine it's probably going to take a little while because the drop rates on the wither skulls are pretty rare. And this is exactly what I was looking for right here. Now we'll have an unlimited amount of nether warts. Let's go ahead and take down this thing real quick. And oh my gosh, let's make sure not to hit that piglin. And we'll go ahead and gather all of this soul sand here as well. Also, I have no idea what's going on with my texture pack, but as you can see, the saddle is literally named, yeah, I don't even know what that is. I'm using a low fire texture pack. That way, when I go in the fire, it's not like taking up my entire screen. But look at this gold ingot. Like, what is going on with this thing? It is a little bit cursed, but you know, it is a painful video, so that's kind of normal. All right, and this is exactly what I was looking for here, the blaze spawner. But wow, oh, wait, we got 2 blaze spawners, or is there even 3? No, I don't think there's one over there. All right, let's go ahead and start farming these guys. And honestly, what I'm going to do in the meantime, let's go ahead and take down this, let's go ahead and remove this blaze spawner because we already have another one over there and they're just going to get very irritating if there's 2 of them shooting at me. Oh, there we go. I think we actually, is that a witherhead? Yes. Okay, we actually got one of the, oh my gosh. And I'm literally getting killed by this blaze. I got to make sure not to die to these things. You guys can see I finally got my wither skeleton skulls, but now let's head back to base. All right, and we're back. Oh, wait, it looks like we've actually made it into the village now with the world border expanding because we were in the nether for quite some time. Let me tell you guys, farming these wither skeleton skulls is so time consuming, but let's see what we got in here. Oh, hello. This guy's like, what are you doing in my house? Get away from me. You know what? I think we are going to name you Jackson. All right, Jackson. He seems very thrilled that I'm in his house. All right, Jackson. Well, you could just stay in your home for now. I mean, in the next few days, I'm imagining we should be able to get into this house and hopefully over there sometime soon, too. All right, guys, it's the very next day IRL for me. It looks like they've changed the chest to the Christmas chest, which is pretty cool. And all of my items seem to be fixed again. They're not some weird names. But next up on the agenda, I want to finish this room here, put a roof on it. Of course, I want to put a lot of time into my barn and also creating a nether wart farm over there. I do really like how my wheat farm came along, just kind of outlining the island. I think we're going to keep that and continue expanding it along the water. I think it looks good, but let's get started. Just like that, I got started on creating the actual hub. It's weird that I ended up finishing the chest room before the actual hub of my building, but we're not going to talk about it. After that, I went ahead and placed torches all around as the border did expand, and I didn't want a bunch of mobs spawning on me. And now that I had a bunch of soul sand and nether wart, I decided to outline my entire wheat farm and also create it into a giant nether wart farm. Okay, guys, I swam out over here just to look at the actual aesthetic of our base, and it is coming along. Let's go. So the next thing I want to do is actually build this barn, but there's one problem. There is all of this terrain in the way, and this is going to be a little bit painful. So I went ahead and made myself a new diamond shovel, and let's begin. Mining this was quite literally painful for my fingers, and I was really contemplating why I haven't enchanted anything yet. But as you can see, with some forced discipline, I was able to mine the entire mountain. Okay, well, as you guys saw, that was painful. My forearm is actually on fire right now, but at least we're getting jacked in the process of building, guys. So I think I may have made this area a little bit too big for a barn, so we might have to add some things on the side. For the barn, I might actually want to start by building the inside and then creating the outside around it. I don't know. It's definitely an interesting way about going about building, but I think that's what we're going to do. So I guess we'll have to go get some wood and, we really don't have that much wood left. So next up on the agenda, let's go ahead and plant all our trees again. As you can see, the area I'm in takes so long to plant, it literally went dark outside. After planting everything, I of course bone mealed it and harvested everything. Okay, and after harvesting all of my trees, this is all the extra wood that I have here, and of course whatever I have left in my base, which should be more than enough wood to create this barn, all of the interior, and potentially the exterior as well. And just like that, we're finally began building the barn. I started by creating the outer walls of the barn and creating the rooftop. The premise of this build's pretty easy. I just utilized my oak logs and oak slabs. All right, so as you guys can see, here is the progress so far. The barn is more or less complete in terms of the roof and the exterior. Honestly, I thought I was gonna start by working on the interior. It made more sense to do the exterior first. Now all I have to do is create the back wall here and create all the different stables for my animals. But before we do that, let's go ahead and harvest all of our nether wart and our wheat. And from just one harvest, we got 8 stacks of nether warts. Okay, this thing is definitely very good. And to make harvesting this wheat a little bit faster, there we go. And just after one harvest, we got over 2 stacks of bread. That's not too shabby. All right, and before I finish up the barn, obviously removing all the dirt and finishing up the interior, I also need to get started on the main frame of our base. As you can see right now, my base only has 2 frames. We have the chest room here and then just a little navigation hub room, but this is gonna lead to the main frame of the base, where I plan to have an armory, obviously a nice bedroom, and whatever else I decide to add. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start working on the outline. I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted the outline of the space to look like, so I just made something up, but it turns out what I made was a little bit too small for my tasting, so I had to expand out into this other mountain, which gave me a little bit more room to work with. Alright, so that went over well. We've got the basic portion of the base designed here. Of course, there's going to be multiple different layers to it, but before we get into that, look what I spotted over there. Oh my, are you a sight for sore eyes. Guys, this is our first bit of sugarcane that we've gotten in this video. Let's quickly circle around the border as it has expanded and see if we can find any more sugarcane, because we need to start making books and set up our enchantment room. And speaking of getting books, we have just found a cow, so hopefully there's another cow that will wander in here at some point, because we are going to need leather as well, and it looks like we've unlocked this other room as well. Where's the other villagers though? We've got Jackson. Wait. Where did Jackson even go? Honestly, he's probably cruising around here somewhere. I'm not really in a big rush looking for him, but oh my goodness. And there we go. This is exactly what we're looking for here, getting some more sugarcane. And it looks like, wait, is that... Bro, you gotta be kidding me. There's literally just diamonds sitting there. Go ahead and gather the rest of the sugarcane here. And before we lose our cow friend, let's go ahead and bring him over to the barn. And wow, these trees just keep growing in front of me. And by the looks of it, we have a pig there as well, so we'll have to grab him after. So for now, I'm gonna make a temporary area that we can keep our cow friends. Of course, we'll do some redesigning on this in a little bit, but this will have to do for now. All right, buddy, come on to your brand new home. I know it's not the most luxurious thing right now, but I got you covered in the future, all right? It's an investment in your future. Now, let's quickly do a little bit more searching around. I did see a pig. It looks like, is that a no, there's no chicken there. I don't know why I thought I saw a chicken. And okay, by the looks of it, we've got another pig here. Oh, wow. There actually seems to be quite a bit of animals over here. A few different pigs. If we could find one more cow, it looks like we've got a sheep here. Yes. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have our 2 cows now. This is exactly what we needed. Now we can breed these guys and get as much leather as we pretty much want. So let's go ahead and bring this cow to his new home and bring the pigs as well. And now what I'm going to do real quick is let's make ourselves another diamond shovel. There we go. And now we need to remove all the dirt in the barn. Yeah, I can't wait for enchants. Like, if I get an efficiency 5, that'll make my life so much easier, but this will have to do for now. So the first thing I did was remove all the dirt off the ceiling and clear out the entire floors. Then replace the floors with dirt and added in a couple more stables for some more animals. Longer than expected, but as you guys can see, we have a nice area here. I do need to do some breeding, but as you can see, I have 2 more pens over here for whenever we get some more animals. Obviously, I still need to close up the back of it, but I think it turned out pretty nice. But let's take a break from that for a little bit. The next thing I wanted to complete was building my actual base. I started by adding a staircase on the way down and added a few different designs, but came up with one that I actually liked. After the staircase was completed, I then worked on completing the roof, and then I added a few windows. All right, guys, and just a quick recap, we have our little dock here that we haven't expanded on quite yet. Of course, we've built all of our amazing farms. We've got the hub of our base and our chest room. We also went ahead and created an awesome barn, which is semi-completed. We have our underground layer here, which we're gonna do for brewing potions. Of course, we have this area that leads down to the mines. And most importantly, our brand new area that I basically call my home. This is where I'd set up my bed, everything like that. However, it is literally Christmas Day as I'm recording this segment right now, and I really wanted to post a video for you guys for Christmas. What I've decided is that if you guys have enjoyed this video and want to see a part 2, a 200 days, and let me know in the comments below, and if this video hits 15,000 likes, I can make it 200 days. Merry Christmas, guys, and I'll talk to you again soon.